shadows burning bright. Reflection never quite the same. The taste is salty as the sweat on your face. I don't love you anymore. Oh, I don't love you anymore. Oh, I don't love you anymore. Oh, I don't love you
Yes, the fantastic Melt live in the X-Ray studio. Thank you so much for coming down today.
Thanks for having us.
It is a pleasure. We're very, very excited to have you guys in the super fancy X-Ray production studio.
You know, it's beautiful and it's comfortable and it sounds good in this room. So
Yeah, a lot of volunteers put a lot of effort into it.
yeah,
So today is the release date of your new record. It's called Sour Fruit.
yeah,
And tonight you're playing a show in Seattle.
yeah. We're playing at the Cone.
The Cone?
If you know it, then you know it. I
Oh,
guess.
it's one of those.
yeah,
Cone.
absolutely.
So if you don't know the Cone, ask around.
Yeah, ask around or
Yeah.
if you're in Seattle or friends up there, you can DM us on Instagram
Oh,
or Facebook. Or
what's your Instagram handle?
Instagram handle is melt.fm actually.
Melt.fm?
Yeah.
You're not going to compete with us, are you?
Oh, no way. Our hands are full as it is.
Okay. You're not going to start a radio station.
No.
So I know so you're doing the the first record release show in Seattle, because I think your label's out of there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. We're playing with Daniel, our label guy.
Oh,
I think
excellent.
he's the boss.
Uh-huh.
Big boss.
Yeah.
And Weed is also on your label, I noticed.
Yeah.
And Adrian's wearing a Weed with 3 E's t-shirt right now.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah. Right there.
Totally representing.
Yeah.
Love our weed, homies.
Yeah.
So what were those first 2 songs called?
The first one was Reasons, and that is actually the last track of the release, and the other one was The Grid.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And those are all. I think you had one song streaming on Bandcamp
Yeah.
for the last month or so.
Yeah.
That I was hearing,
That's
and now all of them are available.
Yeah.
And also on Bandcamp, you can purchase the record either digitally or on CD, or
Yep.
most importantly
Yep.
on cassette.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the
Yep.
the cassette release.
Man, you can throw a cassette on the bottom of your like on the floor of your car, and you could spill hot coffee on it for a year and get mud all over it, and then just blow her off and then pop it right in the deck, and it'll work still.
That is my experience as well.
Yeah.
I'm from the cassette generation. Like all of my early musical experiences from a cassette tape, so it has that certain sound and certain compression and
Certain
hiss.
magic to tape.
Exactly.
It's
CDs don't get it.
saturation.
When CDs came out, I was like, oh, this
Oh,
isn't the
man.
same. But then
Yeah.
sometimes I would put them on cassettes anyway, and then it's like, oh, here we are.
What's a CD?
Oh yeah, never mind. It's not important.
When CDs came out,
Compact disc.
I did get handed down all of my parents' cassettes that they didn't want anymore,
Oh.
which was pretty cool.
Yeah, have they regretted it?
Oh no, absolutely not. They'll never look back. I mean, I don't think they even buy a CD anymore. Maybe they would.
Yeah, I buy CDs from local bands.
I buy them when they don't have cassettes or vinyl.
Yeah. Right, exactly. If there's a better medium.
Yeah, I mean, well, and then you get like the digital download with the cassette either way.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true with your cassette.
Yeah.
So you can listen to the cassette in your car for that special experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then if you're just on the go, you can have the download on your phone.
Yeah, and it's on all the streaming platforms too.
Yeah.
So,
Great.
yeah.
So
wherever you can.
you're playing. You're coming back to Portland for a show this coming Sunday night.
Yeah.
At Ron Tom's.
Mhm.
And
With
that'll
the-
be sort of your hometown release.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it
party.
is sort of you guys' hometown.
Yeah.
I heard recently you are actually all from around here.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
from the burbs.
Local yokels, regional.
Yeah.
We got Hillsboro. We got.
Vancouver. We got Salem.
Cedar Mill, rep
Right.
it.
Oh.
Can be.
And Canby,
Canby.
Oregon. You know, we're well within a half an hour, an hour.
To me, that gives you extra credibility.
Oh, thank you.
I'm one of those transplants, although I've been here like 2 decades.
Oh, it's fine, man.
So I was part of the original problem.
Well, you're doing cool stuff.
So you're playing a show on Sunday for the release of this record. 7 tracks. I was gonna ask Daniel on drums about your shaker that's attached to a drumstick. I've never seen one before.
So yeah, I woke up this morning with a text from Jeff being like, "Hey, look at this cool new toy we got." And
Shake
so,
stick.
yeah, Jeff hooked it up, and I'm really stoked about it. You just slide this little shaker ball over the drumstick and waddle it around in the air.
It beats what we had before.
So we
Great-
just had
great
like a
product,
Egg
great
shaper,
product.
Egg shaker.
electrical tape
Shake
to a
stick, if you're
drumstick.
listening, great product.
Yeah. Go
Perhaps
go down to your
sponsor
local
us.
music store, and buy one of them. If you want to have that tambourine or the egg shaker on the stick, it's there.
This could be a new endorsement opportunity.
We'll take money or deals on any
More shake
drums,
sticks?
any equipment at
Or
all.
if you can't get it from the from those shaker people, you can get maybe like the duct tape company. To
Oh
like
yeah, I'd love a gaff tape like endorsement. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
You get all the good colors, gaff tape.
Yeah, I remember when it was just gray. I was like, oh. But now we live in a brave new world of colorful gaff tape.
Camouflage, hot pink.
Yeah.
I like the hot pink.
I love
Oh,
all the
yeah.
neon colors.
So you have all toured or not locally, but also that, but you've toured regionally, like on the West Coast, already up to this point. You formed in 2014,
Yeah. Originally.
and coming up, you're finally, and I love when this happens with local bands. You're sort of taking the next step and becoming a national touring act.
Yeah.
Do you have any details on that trip and how soon it starts?
It's the kickoff show the night before we leave is going to be on July 20th at the Lad Tap House, and that's with some good friends of ours, Scott Yoder and Crybabe,
Oh yeah.
and so that's going to be fun. And then from there we're going across the northern part of the states.
Mhm.
We're hitting all the stops until basically we're hitting New York, and then we're heading south a bit, and then jumping through the south back
Oh.
to the.
Where in the South are you gonna be? I'm from the South.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert.
Well, we're working on Jacksonville, Florida right now, but
Okay.
that is probably. And then other than that, we're going from Richmond to Jacksonville. It's like a long drive, and then we're cutting completely back the other way, going to New Orleans. So
Okay.
we had a tough time booking. I was pulling my hair out. and
Where in New Orleans are you playing? Because I was born there and I'm from Louisiana. So
Okay.
Then we may have some listeners.
Well, the reason why we haven't released these dates yet is because there's a handful of these shows that aren't confirmed.
There's a bit of
100%.
TBA going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not gonna be at probably your more well-known venues, mainly
In a
like
swamp somewhere.
it's not gonna be Siberia.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like probably a house party or some bar that
Yeah.
is just a neighborhood bar.
So New Orleans listeners, be checking the melt.fm Instagram for secret details on New Orleans appearances.
Oh, we'll post all the information, or if you ask us anything, we'll tell you where anything is. I'll give you anybody's home address and what times they're not home,
Phone
and what
numbers.
times they are home, phone numbers, social security numbers.
Ooh.
I got their passport numbers, all of it.
So I was looking at the information for the new record, Sour Fruit. Comes out today, available on your Bandcamp as a download, a CD or a cassette with downloads. and I noticed it was recorded between 2017 and 2019, which is, for some people that'd be considered a long time.
It's a long slog.
Yeah, so we basically went in. I think it was like. It was May. It was like May. I think it was June. June 17, I think, and we went in with Cameron, and me and him were working on like some pre-production stuff beforehand, some like the parts. He really did like a good hand in like co-producing this with me, and he really took a lead, and we laid most of it down, and then eventually I went on tour with another band and tour managed a bit. Actually, we went on tour first. It was in July.
Ooh, who was it?
Yeah. Oh, it was Mel.
Okay.
Yeah, and we went on like a West Coast tour, and then that followed like me going off by myself doing 2 other national tours and like tour managing and.
Oh, who was that for?
The Shivas and Guantanamo Baywatch, and so
Those are
that
great bands.
yeah, it was really fun, and it really kind of I learned a lot because that was the first time across the whole U.S. There's a lot of places I haven't been.
So thanks to that experience, do you feel a little more seasoned about like heading out again across the country?
It's always a a flip of a coin. I mean, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun no matter what. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm ready for whatever's gonna happen. Just as long as it isn't something I haven't dealt with, and that's worse. Knock on wood.
You can rewatch the movie Almost Famous, and I'm sure it'll be exactly like that.
Yeah, all those, the plane and everything.
So you're playing at Ron Tom's. We're here in the studio, if you're just tuning in, with the band Melt from Portland, Oregon. Brand new record coming out today called Sour Fruit, available on melt666.bandcamp.com.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan indeed. And we're excited to have you in the studio. Thank you again for coming down. And for coming, I know we had to do this a little earlier than maybe a typical band would because you have a little bit of a drive ahead of you.
Oh, that's okay.
But we'll get you out of here before
got us out
the
of
top
bed.
of the hour.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Pack up all this stuff. And do you have a few more songs?
Yeah, we have 2 more short
Excellent.
and sweet ones.
What's this next one called?
This is the title track, Sour Fruit, and that'll be followed by Catch Me.
I listened to this in my house this morning.
Aw.
Thank you.
What was the inspiration for this song, or is there like a theme that for the record?
Yeah, it's generally about like relationships that don't maybe go together, whether that's like a romantic or friendship or whatever. And this song is definitely like, it just doesn't work,
Yeah.
And sometimes it just doesn't work.
Sometimes it's a reality we have to face sometimes,
Yeah,
I guess.
absolutely.
Yeah. And yeah, it's I think hearing like music that's about that phenomenon, I think like it helps to universalize it a little bit. So.
Well, we make it sound fun, so if
Ooh,
you're
that's
just
true.
if you're subliminally listening, like if you're studying and it's playing in the background, you don't know, or it's gonna be like sad stuff.
Sneak Attack,
Yeah.
Sadness from Melt. All right, well, I would love to hear him. So, live in the XRAY FM studio from Portland, Oregon, Melt playing the title track from the record Sour Fruit. See them live at Cone in Seattle tonight. See them live at Ron Tom's Sunday night this weekend.
With Plastic Cactus. Our
With
homies.
Plastic Cactus, who I
Yeah.
also played earlier.
Yep.
So good.
Great
them.
band.
They are amazing. I've seen them a
Wonderful
bunch of
people as
times.
well.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You sour fruit, smells straight vermouth. You sour fruit, baby, and you won't get none of my love. You know that you won't change. You know that I won't change. You know that I won't change. superfruit.